So it is listing day, so it's important that we make sure that the property is up to par. So I've already given the sellers some pointers, so I'm just kind of here to inspect and make sure everything looks as it should, okay? So this looks so much better. So when you are working from home, sometimes if that's your day-to-day, like you don't realize how cluttered things are. So this entire desk was covered with things, and this looks so much better. So I didn't so much mind the monitors. I think people can look past that, but one thing people cannot look past is clutter. So I'm glad that that looks so much better. They pared this down a little bit. Personal things have to come, you know, out of the property. Honestly, this is probably still a little bit more than I would like, but it's something that I can tolerate for today's pictures and video and things like that. And see how big this space is? Because they actually have two really huge desks here, and then you still have all of this space. So I love this. I would call it a flex space. Back in the day, they used to call it like a sitting room, but who really uses those anymore? So it's more like a flex space, and that they chose to use as an office. Now we have two spaces here. So this is the formal sit-in dining room, which I love the fact that it doesn't have furniture, because you can kind of envision your table set depending on how big it is. You can either put a table, more furniture, or less furniture, bigger table. So this is going to be a really good selling feature for them. And these little cutouts, like details in your home, just really make people say, you know what, that's different, unique. I kind of like that style. I want to say this is my third home that I've sold of this same model, and it's a very popular model in this neighborhood, and I'll tell you where I am in a minute too. But the island. So some people have the sink in the island, and some people hate that. Okay, so to each his own. Some people love it because you can wash dishes and just kind of have everybody sitting around, and some people just want the prep space. They don't prefer the sink. So that's why I like this model, because I think I prefer the sink over here where it is. So this is really nice. And look at all this counter space. Okay, this unit has a gas range, so that's really nice. So one more thing they did, which looks really good. I'm so proud of them. Good job, sellers. But they had things up here on the countertop, and that's a no-no. Like my videographer, he's very, very talented. When he does his pictures, if need be, we can stage that if we wanted to, but you don't have to. I think sometimes nice, open, and clean, especially in a white kitchen like this, is going to be a huge selling point. Okay. Okay, so it's cold outside, you all, so we might not go outside, but the yard looks really, really good. They had the yard done, in which this time of year, you don't really have a lot of overgrowth, but I would prefer, there's some things out on the patio. I'm probably going to ask them to move that. I think it's still a little bit too cluttered there, so I'm going to ask them to get rid of that. They probably left it because they didn't know where to put it, but for staging purposes, kind of move everything aside, especially if it's not really serving a purpose. Put it away. Less is best when you're listing, okay? Look at this living space. Now, I will say that out of all the models that I sell in this neighborhood, and I've sold quite a few, this is the most popular, the floor to ceiling windows. But when I first met with them, they actually had the windows covered. And that's a no-no. You don't want film or anything on your windows when you're listing. And I know what you're thinking, well, privacy, right? I get it. But they have a backyard that's fenced in. So it's not really necessary to have the windows covered, especially not if you're trying to sell your home. So keep that in mind. And they also, so when you have large furniture pieces like this, they had chairs here, a chair here, and I asked them to get rid of that. It just looks so much more open. This may not be the most functional way if you're living here, but if you're trying to sell, you want just a couple of nice pieces, everything else, store it in the garage and put it away, okay? And again, this is an open concept. I am in love with how much work they have done, and it smells so good. Always get that deep clean. It's worth the carpet cleaning and things like that. So this unit has a bedroom on the first floor. So it's not a master or primary room, I should say, but it's very spacious. So I love this. So if you have in-laws, it could be a great in-law suite. Or if you have a teenager that you want to put down here while you're upstairs away from you, this house has that space. And there's also a bathroom right here, a full bathroom. There are no half baths in this home, none, okay? So we do have a full bath. I love it. I think it's going to do very, very well. I wouldn't change anything, but I'll have the sellers remove that extra furniture I think everything else looks good. They took down the extra pictures that I told them to take down. So I think this one is ready to go. Let's head upstairs. Okay, so this home is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, right? No half baths like we said earlier. So there's a lot of space. Also, before I show you guys the second floor, excellent school district. We have Due West, Lost Mountain, and Harrison High School. This community also has a pool and a play area. It's a very sought after community in Marietta, Georgia. So please follow me so you can see the official listing and kind of see the property for yourself when the final video comes out. Okay, so I love that they replaced the carpet here. Now, they did not replace the carpet in the primary, but that's okay, because sometimes people love the comfort of carpet, like waking up. But for their children's room, they did replace the carpet with these nice LVP floors, and they're so pretty, and they match nicely with the floors downstairs, okay? Also, the closet here is pretty good space. Another full bathroom like we spoke about. More storage. There's a lot of storage here as well. And this is another good sized bedroom. But let's stop saying bedroom, because wouldn't this make a nice gym or like a yoga space or another office? If you want to be away from your spouse, they work together downstairs. But if you need your own personal space, this would make an excellent office because of all the natural light. So pretty. And the backyard is huge. Like I said, you guys make sure you watch the whole video so you can see the backyard. Nice flat space. And this is a corner lot. I forgot to tell you, so you get all the front yard as well as the backyard. It's a beautiful property. And the exterior is gorgeous too. So you'll see that. All right, let's keep going. I love this. That's my favorite thing about this model. Hi people, I'll be down momentarily. Isn't that beautiful? You know, you can just wave to the people as you come down. So really nice. Boom. Another bedroom right here. And all of the bedrooms have really good light. Have you noticed that? It has really good light. So I think this was my most challenging room when I came for the listing appointment. It was just well lived in and loved, I'll say that. So they have cleaned it up tremendously, and I didn't really realize it was this big. That's why it's important to clean up and kind of get things put away, because you get to really see the space that you're working with. And this is really unique too. There's a little nook, perfect for a desk. So if you have a teenage child or school age child, they could do their homework here. So I love this little cutout, and it still doesn't take away from the space, okay? And right behind you is another full bedroom, or bathroom. Great laundry space, the storage. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on one second. Isn't this nice? I love the double doors. Isn't that awesome for a primary? Okay, so let's go see the primary. Laundry room to the right, and then voila, the primary. Really nice. And we have the double tray ceilings here too. So really pretty. Okay, so this was the room I was telling you they kept the carpet in. And I know some of you all are gonna hate that, and why didn't they put it all LVP? But I personally am getting my home, I'm personally getting my home redone, and I'm going with a high-end carpet because I'm a carpet girl. I just love warm carpet. It'll be stain resistant, the good stuff. So carpet is not that bad, especially if it's well cared for, and this is clean and nice, so I like it, okay? And look, there's enough space for a sitting area here, and then the key to a happy marriage, 2 separate closets. Okay, so you can have his and you can have hers, hers and hers, his and his, and whomever, however you like. You have 2 separate closets. So that's pretty cool. But I love the space in this room and the opportunity. And again, this room had a lot of stuff. Was stuff all over here. And now that I see it all ready for the market, my sellers have really killed it. And I just feel like it's really going to get top dollar. So the bathroom is just luxury. Okay, I love the 2 separate sinks here. There's some storage here, like a little linen area, the huge separate soaking tub, and then we have the shower there. And then there's a really big size closet that goes all the way to the back, okay? Just a huge space. And then I love the window, so it's not like a dark afterthought. It's a really, really pretty closet. So again, you have the 2 closets, huge ensuite in the primary. Okay. think this house is definitely ready for the market. Like I said, there are a few tweaks that I'm going to have my sellers make, but other than that, I think that they have done a great job of getting it ready. And I hope you guys come back and see it. If you're looking to move to Marietta, or if you know anyone looking, send them the link to this video. Let them take the tour with us. Or if you're thinking about selling your home and you would love my team and I to come in and do this for you, hey, hit us up and we'll be more than glad to help you, okay? I am Tesharra Alexander, your trusted realtor and your listing specialist. I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.